Hi everyone. So I wanted to record a video talking about I was thinking about maybe creating it through iMovie and first starting off with contaminated water or water that is kind of clean and then showing the whole recycling process in the natural world and also providing more graphic examples of what bacteria draws, like okay, for instance, horse poop, and then it attracts those dung beetles. So that's like bugs that are attracted to it that are visible to our eyes, right? So I was thinking about showing that in there as well as an illustrative example, and then going to more micronic or micron stuff that we can't really see, like from like the labs, looking into the looking into the looking into the looking into the bacteria, the water molecules and all that, um so I can educate people, especially when we create the smart cups. So because I was looking at mine right now and I actually washed it, and when someone purchases a cup, it should have something like a website to refer to teach people and educate people how these things are, um, kind of like the invention diagram, the exploded version. So it shows you bit by piece. So right here, there's a rubber gasket. So you want to remove that and wash that. You want to pop this out. Hold on. You want to pop this out. And I just washed this one. And this is the lid with the rubber gasket. And then it goes on like that. And obviously, this will also teach people how to take care of like other stuff that have to do with like hard water spots in the sinks and the coffee makers around the house, um, like and other objects like glasses and vehicles and stuff like that. So by learning all that, and just basically, it's not even, no one will even have to say anything. It'll be really up to the person and, to educate themselves, oneself, and, family members, you know, teaching the younger, right? So here I have my cup. I already washed it. And sometimes it needs like, kind of like a powder. See, like my friend here, he has Barkeeper's friend. So, and he has Comet. So you guys might be wondering why in the world would those cleaning items be in there along with dish detergent? Well, that's for more, like scrubbing power. So in here, sometimes I honestly would go days without like really washing it. I would just rinse it, use the fill the thing with coffee, and then I'll just rinse it again. Sometimes I would grab this, put a little bit of soap, scrub it real quick, the outside, and then I'll use it right away. But I opened one day I opened the lid and I just discovered this, and it was disgusting. And it was I was thinking like that's one of the reasons why this thing should have like instructions on the very bottom of it on how to you know clean this, a website, or the patent number for someone to reference that information, and looking into the diagrams of how it's built. And then it could even show cleaning videos and other related videos that have to do with the patent or the cup, right? That way, when you, all of you out there are sitting down with your family, you guys can educate yourselves on water, the contamination. I've left like coffee creamer in here, and even like hot cocoa, and I left it in here, and I came back and there was like mildew all over the cup, and I was like, what the heck? And I washed it, but if you have your smart cup, and if you're not really educated in this respect or aspect, you will encounter that eventually. And you need to rinse your cup for every use, at least, so you can filter out like any like wheat and foods, like milks, whole foods, or whatever, like the foods, like the milk stuff, whatever is in the milk. And like this stuff here, heavy whipping cream, ultra pasteurized, and whatever is in the back of this for the ingredients. It has heavy cream, milk, contains less than blah blah blah, yeah, and whatever else, that type of stuff, that will create that mildew and dust. Just the mildew. And then, so I wanted to do this without even speaking it, just by example through a video, so people can know how to wash their cups, especially if it's it has more than one layer to it, so it interlocks and stuff. So there's ways for the liquid to seep through and settle. And even if you rinse it, there's still settlements in there which develop that, like, which build up and decay, rot out. They get dried. You re-wet it with water. So all that, has a factor to it. And then you're drinking it. You're drinking from it. So, for me, I was lucky to have my mom and my relatives and all of us, like, or else, how else would we know about this stuff, And we would have probably got sick a long time ago if it wasn't for education and that knowledge, So anyway, I tightened it. I did drop my cup, so I was upset. I learned one thing: you cannot put a Thermo cup on top of a mug warmer, the heating plate, because it's a thermo cup. Like these mugs, it just won't work because I put the cup on top of the heat plate, and as I thought it was going to start warming up or heating up the liquids, it just heated up the whole cup and it almost burned me. So it's a thermo cup. It's if the water is cold and I put a heating plate underneath it, it's intended. Its purpose is to keep that temperature at the temperature that is set, um, provided the lid is on, so the vapors won't escape, right? Or whatever. If the water's cold and the heat thing is hot, oh yeah, so there wouldn't be any heat in the cup. But you guys get what I mean, right? Um, there's just so much to think about, but um, yeah, how to take care of your cup, and then in failure to do so, the results or else, and then specifying those consequences, not in a bad way, but just educationally. And failure to comply, will you be putting your own life at risk and your own health at risk. So it's very important. And the great thing about it is that people out there don't have to put up with anyone's BS. You know, you can do it all yourself just by looking at some YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos, or whatever videos are out there available to you, and that talk about cleaning stuff and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I was also thinking about, I was looking outside and I was thinking about, people don't have any money to eat. You know, Jesus gave the Jews manna to eat, bread. And I was thinking, like, where the heck did it even come from? Well, the Bible says it came from heaven. But then they were complaining about the manna, the bread. So they started saying, we want something different. We want meat to eat. So God gave them the birds of the sky to eat. So I was thinking about that, like, whoa, the birds of the sky to eat. And I think there were quail. So I gotta look into that.